for PilotLumpa. Welcome aboard, one and all. So, we're going to have an interesting little thing today. I'm actually going to be not quite as talkative as I usually am, and just making comments about what's being said by the rest of the panel. We have Mello, of course.
Hi.
And we also have, if you guys will remember from the Green Light Gathering here a few weeks ago, we have a flying brick.
Howdy.
All right. So now that we can honestly represent 3 different continents all the way across the planet, let's get down to business. Kitty is currently passing out the coffee and the sandwiches, and we are going to get this thing haze gray and underway. So, Mr. Mello, how about you describe for us what we're doing here?
Describing, okay. Well, basically, PilotLumpa is a guy that came up onto Steam Greenlight, I believe, back in May of 2016. However, he's gotten my attention specifically starting when he uploaded his recent Greenlight title to Steam Greenlight called Blood is Red last month. He's had a history. I've been told about PilotLumpa before I actually did coverage on him. He's had a history of vote bribing. He's been unprofessional when responding to criticism. He's had unprofessional thoughts and behavior regarding comments on submissions. And he's also, I believe, has had a history of copyright infringement.
Okay. Road to Big Star. Hello, welcome to the stream. Same for you, Simon and Shadow Bear.
Hi, Road to Big Star.
Welcome aboard. Kick back, grab your popcorn, enjoy the ride. Little bit of schadenfreude there for you, maybe, Big Star. All right, go ahead. Sorry about that, Mello.
Shall I continue?
Carry on.
Okay. And I'm assuming most people in the chat know that I run the Steam group Guardians of Greenlight, and when Blood is Red was brought to me, I did godlike coverage on that, and it just started off as a usual submission. I gave my thoughts on the thing, and then it started proceeding into getting into a heated argument between me and PilotLumpa, basically arguing against nearly everything I said in my discussion. He said that I was harassing him. He said that I was lying, saying I was trying to ruin his reputation on Greenlight, whatever he ever had. And then that's basically been going on for the past month. Well, no, not month, week, I'd say. But it's been going on over a series. 2 weeks.
I'd say 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I think 2 weeks, right. Okay.
Yeah, closer to 2.
Yeah. And that's about it, I think.
Okay.
He's also just recently deleted said discussion.
Oh, that's even worse. Okay. Brick, you have some experience with this one as well?
Nothing major. It's just I have an exception with someone who'd post a game called Killing Ennets. Although I am the wisest person here.
Yeah.
I really think that...
Actually, You're probably not the whitest person here. I'm probably just as white as you are. So... And, of course, we have our squirrely facepalm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that is actually the wrong squirrely facepalm. We didn't... That one needs to be removed. That's okay. I switched. All right. So, our meme today also comes to us compliments of Lovely Kitty. She put that together for me a couple of days ago, and specifically for this stream. So... we have a couple of his games on hand, and we're going to have a look. Aha. We are going to have a look. We are going to start with the oldest of the games that he currently has on Greenlight. And this one actually, I think this first one was actually released to the store, was it not?
No. It was only released on
itch.io. Hasn't got any
on
the store. Yeah, hasn't got any on the store yet.
Yeah, we're going to bring that up and see if the auto detect likes it. Maybe. It was made with Game Maker. There it goes. Okay, Cat Rising. This is Cat Rising, and we're just going to play it here. Find the magic Swarth. Okay. I don't know if that's actually something he intended or not.
You can move, by the way.
Oh, I can move?
Yep. Press D.
Okay. Yeah, Blinky Wow. He rolls his eyes sideways into his head with each step. That's, yeah.
Because he wants to swallow your soul.
Of course he does. And kill cats. Come on.
By the way, the cats don't attack you.
They don't?
He didn't. He could. Code and AI was too much.
Okay. See, I actually killed the first one.
How do you even?
Yeah, I don't know how you even. Oh, I can't. Oh, wait, I couldn't. Okay.
No, Simon, it's not on Steam.
No, it isn't on Steam.
This is not on Steam. It's actually on Greenlight at the moment.
No, it isn't. It's only on
it's not
itch.io.
Greenlight.
Only on itch.io. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's only on each.
This is actually this has actually been released on itch.io. That's where Mello got it. And I think that looks like that's about it. I can't use the other key to go the other way, so apparently it's. I don't know what it was made on. I assume a Windblows machine because it actually works on one.
Well,
But I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
game-
Find a way out of the hole. Okay. What hole would that be?
the hole that you fell down and he couldn't be bothered to really program any sort of animation for it.
We find the
He
magic
just decided
swarth.
to.
We found the
he
magic.
just-
We found the swarth. May the swarth be with you. Oh. Yeah, this has all the charm and wit of. I'd say a dead hamster, but I can even find a dead hamster more lovable than this, and that's kind of sad. Okay, when you leave off, wait a minute, it ran into the axe, and so that's actually a collision thing. Wow, buggy. Okay, so we have that buggy, boring, and etc.
Mhm.
And yes, I would agree, Simon. I would much rather play your game than that. Even the BMC Studios version. Okay. Let's try the other one. This is called. This was Respect Something or Other.
Respect Unsecured World.
Respect Unsecured World. It was. Okay, maybe it needs a gamepad. Is it? No, it's not
No,
taking
you
it.
can use it with your. It's arrow keys, I think.
Arrow keys.
I'm
no,
pretty sure.
I'm not moving. I'm not
Give me a
doing
sec, I'll
anything.
launch it.
What?
I'll just launch it. I'll launch it. One sec.
And now I'm
Try
dead.
pressing Alt Enter for full screen.
Alt Enter. Okay. So
That might help.
I'm not moving. Actually, it's because I'm dead. Guess what? Or something. Where was I?
Oh wait, no, you're looking at the wrong character.
This one?
There's a character at the left of the screen hiding in the shadows.
The left of the screen. Yeah, right here. This guy right. Oh, okay. But I'm still not moving. Oh, there I go. Really slowly.
Yep.
Wow, this frame rate is crap. Apparently, I killed the first one. Plus one Hotline Miami clone with painfully slow movement. And no controller support. So, yeah. So I saw on the Greenlight page that somebody was complaining that the damn thing was just was running way too slow in the was running way too slow, and now I see what they mean. Okay, so I am actually shooting things. That guy with splat, I didn't even know he was there. Okay, and this is officially kicking the crap out of my CPU. Wow. You need that much resource? This. It's actually maxed out my CPU completely. And the temperature's going up. So... Oh, shit, that's
You might
not what
want
I
to
wanted.
swap games.
Where'd it go? Come on. Fine, whatever. Alright, let me just bring this up here real quick. Oh, I see what that's about. Okay. It's gone, apparently. No, it's not. It's right here. Okay, so we are now going to Alt-Enter and take this out of full screen mode. And then we're going to click it off because that's just all kinds of wrong. Where's my friggin' Steam client? There it is. Right there. Okay. So, that leaves us with the most recent... running slow for us, running too fast for Lumpa. Oh, man. Okay. Yep, the Creeping Horror. That was the game that Simon threw together. Well, first
Hey,
off...
Hoopty.
Hey, Hoopty, how you doing? All right. Now let's try the last one. And this time I have to turn the fans on because that was really, really, really bad on my poor GPU. Okay. And let's do this because you have to see this options menu. I'm going to do 600 by 16 by 9.
I'll give him this. At least it has an options menu, unlike his other ones.
Well, this is the default thing. Okay, graphics quality, medium, because Unity absolutely adores using way more resources than it needs to. Okay.
Can I just say that Blood is Red is one of the worst experiences I've ever had?
Well, we're going to
And I want
see.
to make that clear to Lumpa if he's listening, because he seems to refuse to accept that I don't.
All right, early access beta. Please accept bugs and tell them developer. Okay.
Yep.
So I have no camera
Tell
control.
them developer.
Okay, so we only have partial controller support, which actually makes the damn thing useless. Okay, first off, one does not hold a gun like that. Ever.
I just love how there's grass growing out of the water.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
it's not meant to be water.
And also, didn't even bother to put the trees on the ground. Some of them's just floating.
There's a patch of grass out there on the water. There's a bunch more. Let's walk
You can
through a
walk
few
through the
trees.
trees, by the way. You can walk through the buildings. You can walk through the down helicopter. And there's no AI.
Pop. Never mind that it took 40
Okay.
rounds to do this out. Oh, I can't walk through what?
Croc, what you need to do is go up to an enemy and then jump on top of him, then watch what happens.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I
You
need
can walk
an
through the
enemy
tents, I
first.
think.
What?
You can walk through the tent things there. I'm pretty sure. Yep.
In one side and right out the other. All right.
And the fence. And the crates. Basically everything there.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't walk through that tank over there. That
Yeah,
was
'cause
at
that's an
least
actual
massive
vehicle.
enough to actually like
He
have.
had to put collision on that.
Of course. But not this.
But not that. No, of course not. That would take too much time and effort.
Oh, there's an enemy. I see one now. Detached pants. Yeah. Please don't do that.
Try and jump on top of the guy.
I'm on top of the guy.
Exactly.
Oh, now he's down below me waggling. Because he's not going to hold still otherwise.
This is the game that Lumpa's trying to defend.
Wow. So not
And
only
failing to defend.
and failing to do. Apparently, I don't know if he. I don't know if he could. Let's see. Right between the eyes.
By the way, I'm not sure if you can, but as what I've seen, I don't think you can even kill the AI.
Huh?
I don't even think you can kill the AI.
Yep. It just.
Oh, never mind. Yep,
disappears.
you can, but they just disappear.
They just vanish for no reason whatsoever. I'm not sure what's supposed to be. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing like at all. I'm almost out of ammunition.
There's a village.
Where's
There's
the
a
village?
village that you need to find.
Is that what I need to do?
Here's the thing.
I'm
At
gonna let
least the
Croc
music
discover this for
isn't-
himself.
At least the music isn't dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Don't make me break that out because I can and will do it.
Oh no.
Do it, it'll probably make the video better.
Oh look, can I do anything else? No. I'm just gonna have this guy following me around. I don't have any.
Yeah, go
more-
to that
just
village there.
noticed.
Oh wow,
I
it's a
just
blood
noticed that his
splat.
arms are different colours.
Wow, there's nothing in the buildings. They just don't exist. All
There's
right.
people in there,
And where? Oh, yep. There's
in
one
the
here.
village,
I can't actually.
and there's
beat
what? And there's one NPC that's stuck in a teapot somewhere in there.
Yeah, there's. That is actually. That's actually a. That's actually a. Okay, here's a tent. That is so a tent.
Yeah, floating tent.
Floaty tents that clip into buildings, and that's. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell. Oh, good. That's another
A
chunk of.
house.
There's a whole house that is not actually attached
Just
to the freaking
floating.
terrain. I mean, what is this shit? Okay, it recognized I was there, but I still don't have any. Oh, there you go. There's one
There's
of the
the T-pose guy.
T-pose, complete with his little gun, and I have nowhere to pick up additional ammunition. There is no more ammo, and this looks like it might actually be the whole freaking game.
Yeah, that is.
Thing.
And
Okay.
he's wanting
Here's the
€5
thing.
for this.
He's wanting €5.
Yep,
€5
whole
for
euros.
this.
Oh, that's right. That's you had to get this. You had to buy this one on Itch.io.
Yes.
Oh, that was.
I feel sorry for you,
I
€5.
wish- I wasted nearly €10 on this, Respect Unsecured World and Cat Bison.
The mustache Lego thing is a giant Lord Crackle Squirrel. Yeah, I don't know what they are.
I like the random floating fire effects as well that
Yeah.
don't even originate from
Yeah.
anywhere.
And some smoke effects and some other stuff. We don't even have a very large environment to go play in. I mean, really, please
Yeah,
accept.
nice asset flip.
Please accept bugs and tell them developer. Well, here you go.
I told the developer, and he ignored me. In fact, he insulted me.
Well,
So don't listen to anything that's on the bottom of the screen.
PilotLumpa, if you want me to tell them developer, well, here is your notice. We found bugs in your shit. No collision on most everything. Oh, look, there's a helicopter. Let's go walk through that now.
Yeah.
This
you can walk
grass
through the
this
helicopter
is
as
not
well.
water grass. It needs to be someplace else. Walking through the helicopter. I'm going to stand in a fire and watch it not hurt me. I don't even have a freaking health meter.
Oh, hi, PilotLumpa. How are you?
It's just, hello, ammo is in small brown house. Okay, and we can drive the car, the yellow van. All right, outstanding.
Let's watch that
Yeah,
clip
what-
through everything.
What's the controls to get into a vehicle?
We don't know yet. We're gonna find out though. Back to the village.
Press all the buttons.
The left button.
With the left mouse button. Okay. In a small brown house. I don't see the small brown house. There's a small brown house. More ammo in there. I wouldn't actually mind a copy of Pony Island if we're being honest. Is this a small brown house in question, Mr. Roller? Nope, doesn't look like it.
Seems
Probably
you
over
can
there.
walk through the brown house.
Well, there's lots of brown houses around here, so we're gonna find it. It shall be found. And it's not in this one. Nope, but there's a couple of terrorists following me around. Well, look like Palestinians. Yeah, this is a hot take. And, they're still here.
You can walk through all the buildings, and
They're
the
also
AI
not-
isn't working.
They're also not hurting me. I should have been dead long since. I don't even know how much, Okay. I wouldn't actually mind a copy of Pony Island myself. I've heard it's actually really tasty.
Yes.
He says,
same
in the
here.
brown house by the campfire.
By the campfire. Okay. There
What
is
campfire?
a campfire.
Your brown houses.
This isn't a campfire.
The brown house, there's a village full of brown houses.
And maybe that. I don't know. This is not a campfire. This is a campfire.
Okay, the brown house by the campfire that's by the yellow car.
I don't know where the yellow car is. Is it here in the village, or is it in the village?
Should be.
Oh, there's a medic. Look at that. He's at least
Yeah,
not
medic
empty
that
clothes.
doesn't do anything.
Oh, not the town. It's elsewhere. Okay, let's go look. Not in the town. You really need to work on the collision for this, Aaron. This doesn't seem like it's actually working all that well as far as the collision goes. If I can walk through a set missile launcher, then we're doing something not quite right here. There's a light. What's that
I
light?
just noticed.
What's that light for?
I just noticed there was a palm tree pretty much slammed into a hill. Like literally a foot of the palm tree poking up from the hill.
This looks like
Agent
a
Redemption
warehouse.
says the worst. Agent Redemption says the worst yet. You can't turn the gun on yourself.
Okay. How do I pick this up? How do I pick up the ammo?
Go to the
Pump it
go
to
to the
death.
helicopter. Go to the helicopter.
And do what? I've already walked
I'm
through
not
the
sure. It
Pump it
just
to
says go
death.
to the helicopter.
Go to the helicopter.
And do
okay.
what?
What am I doing here? What am I doing with the helicopter? Aside from walking through
I'm
it?
not sure. He said go to helicopter, and he says yes, I'm working. Follow the way. What way? What were you talking about?
Well,
Down to hell?
I was just in the brown house where the ammo is. I was just in there. Just right here.
He says yes.
But I can't seem to pick up the ammo, because that's where the ammo is.
Yeah, he can't pick up the ammo, but Lumpa. Press left.
Left. Oh, there it goes. Left mouse.
Hooray.
And I use ammo doing that, by the way. Okay.
Lumpa, piece of advice, don't set the fire button to the same button that you use to pick up ammo. Use A or F or something.
Or even a right click.
And I know
would be
that you
good.
criticized
Well,
I know you criticized me
as
the
a
last time I
primary
gave you
weapon,
advice, but
though.
actually take it.
A right click would have been better, I think, in that
Right
case.
click would have been much better.
Because that means we actually have a way to pick things up. I think the default for picking things up in Unity is actually the E key.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident on that. Press left in brown house. He just has.
I've just done. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yes, you have to shoot the ammo.
What? There is no point, Hoopty.
And now drive
And
the
now
car.
drive the car. He's demanding you.
Yes, he's demanding that I drive the car. We at least need to
The yellow car.
wherever the yellow car is. I don't see it. Of course, it's really dark. This game is
The
really
yellow
seriously
car.
dark.
That's the van.
Oh, there
He
you
means
go.
The yellow van. Or the yellow car. What are you even talking
I
about?
got it. I got it. I got it.
We call that a ute. That's a ute.
Okay.
Left click on the yellow van.
Driving sections, my favorite. But now the collision works. Where am I going?
I'm not
Where
sure.
am I going? Please,
Left click on the yellow van.
please decline to
There's
use
nothing
all
else.
caps in the chat. I would really appreciate that.
Why is this collision suddenly working now that you're in a car?
I don't know. Maybe it was set up. No, it's not all
Never mind,
working.
it doesn't.
What happens if you drive the car into the water?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I'm the developer, we know that, Roller.
Please
Or
stop
lumper, whatever
using
you wanna
all
do.
caps. I'm really gonna get annoyed.
Press F for the lights.
F for the lights. Okay, so the lights on the car. And where am I going? Where do you want me to go?
Nowhere.
I don't have anywhere to go. Go out to that.
Nice work driving through that building, by the way. F for lights is use lights. Can you drive on the water?
I don't know. I'm trying. The grass is actually blocking me up now. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. That slope is too steep. We're gonna try and get out to that. Wow, I've got invisible walls here.
Yeah. Nice video, thanks, Lumper.
Oh, we threw the party for you, man. All right. And we're looking at your current games. The current games that you have on Green Lights. Or at least on itch.io.
Then we will also be looking at Lumper's behaviour.
I'll get the barbecue sauce ready. Shit's gonna get roasted.
All right, come on. How do I get out of the van? How do I get out of this thing? Because apparently, I'm actually.
Just mash your keyboard and see what happens.
I'm actually in. I am actually. It looks like I'm actually in a maze of. It actually looks like I'm in a maze. Was in a maze there of. Yeah, invisible wall maze.
Yeah, just in a whole wall of invisible wall.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Where am I going?
Yeah, I agree with Reaper's statement. Instead of us searching for how it all works, he should get a screen and an explanation on what case does what in the game.
That would have been very, very, very helpful. And maybe some controller support. That would have been even better.
Press E to leave the car. You need to leave the car now, apparently.
Okay. And I think I left it in the building. Did I crash into the building? I think I did. Oh no, it's clear over there now. And maybe
So it's
Jesus-
left click. So it's left click to wait. So left click to pick up ammo, but E to leave the car.
Well, I was at left click to enter it too.
So wait, left click to enter, E to exit, left click to pick up ammo. That's the same as the fire button. And you are now Jesus.
Yes, I am now Jesus. Because walking on water is fun. And now I can run on water like a basilisk lizard. It's just...
Hey, Link McLaughlin.
Okay, is this the edge of the map? Looks like the edge of the map. Am I gonna fall off now? Maybe? Nope. That's
Yeah,
not the edge
looks.
of the map.
Wait, no, you've gone into a black void.
You've entered the sewer level.
Nope, just a black hole.
Oh wait.
Quests are coming. The NPCs are in next week. Okay.
See you, big start.
Make sure you keep that updated for us there, Mr. Aaron. Oh, now I can't go any further.
Wait. Lumpa, quick question. Why did you put this up on itch.io in its current state if it isn't currently complete with basic requirements?
Quest to the paramilitary game. Woot. There was something in the distance. I just can't get there from here.
It's a bug. Great, you've seen it. Now you can patch it easily.
Yep, that's a bug. That's why we do these things, actually. And that's why we do these developer thingies, is to kind of go over people's what people do and how they've done it and what actually what works and what doesn't. And this lets us get some time in to kind of check things out and have a look at who you are and what you do and what kind of material you've been producing. Let's see if I can get to that fishing trawler over there. I'll be able to jump.
He says, "Are you liking the game?"
Right at this point.
Is that
it
a trick
simply
question?
is. At this point, it simply is. It's just there, and really, there's not a lot here. I cannot get to there. Okay, fine. So be it. So this is actually a very limited map area. Oh, now I'm getting closer. The map area is very limited. Now, can I get up on the? Can I get up on this? Oh, it's a cargo ship. I see what it is. Okay, can I get up on it, or am I going to walk through it? Might want to think about some collision here, and an interior for that. And can I get up there? Nope, not getting up there anytime soon. Okay, so the floor has collision, but none of the rest of the boat does, or appears to. And this would make a really fun little maze to try and get lost in, except that it's not actually a maze at this point. Yeah, it is. As far as tech demos go, if it were a tech demo, then maybe I could see this having a point in existing, but it's really not a tech demo. It doesn't make much of one. As far as Unity Engine, we could really do a lot better. What can I say here? I mean, am I liking the game?
Just find a good.
Am I liking the game? Not particularly. And the reason for this is that there's so much that isn't done. You need to replace your graphics. You need to get some of this shit worked out. You need to have some sort of give us an idea of how the controls work. This would be great if I could kick back with a controller. That would be an improvement. Go ahead.
Just a quick question. A question that Lumpa asked me when I played it. What would you rate this out of 100?
In its current state, not more than 20.
Yep.
Not more than 20. It's not got. There's nothing. There's no. It's not crashing or just flat out breaking. But at the same time, it's so thoroughly incomplete that I kind of wonder what the hell it thinks it's doing. I mean, there's a lot wrong with it. Don't get anybody wrong. But it's gonna need this is gonna need a lot of work and a hell of a lot of polish to make it work. And okay, you got collision on the floor of the boat, but your collision is exactly the same in the water. Why do we have water? I mean, we're not Jesus. We're not. And that's actually just one thing. I wouldn't rate this more than 20. If only because it is actually mostly functional. It's not crashing at random. But you really don't have a game here. Right now you've got something that thinks it's a walking simulator. with a gun and some ammunition. And if that's all the ammunition
Yeah,
we've got in the
basically.
game, we got a problem. That's a major issue. Ammo pickups from other people, from enemies that you've killed, that would be fun. That would actually be good, because you're probably going to need more. Okay, a larger map, that would be good. Something to actually freaking do. Yours is actually stuck on a black screen.
There's
What do you,
another issue then.
yeah. What are you I'm not sure what you're talking about their link. Monsieur Doge, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't know if you actually just got a copy of Blood is Red, but yeah. But yeah, you might want to consider your beta section to maybe be free or something. About the only thing I
Yeah.
can see that actually works properly is that the mouse controls actually function when you're in walkabout mode. So that's a thing.
I'd say you shouldn't have even charged anything for the state that this is currently in. If it gets up on Steam, then fine, put a charge on there, put a price tag on it. But if it's up on itch.io and is in a really early alpha stage where there's nothing in it, most of the textures and collision isn't even finished, then there's no real purpose for it to be updated.
And I am at
Or,
this.
if, or
I am,
even to have been posted in itch.io.
I am now stuck. I am now stuck out on the water. I cannot get back to land this way, and that is it. That is the thing that should not be. Everybody remember that Metallica song, "The Thing That Should Not Be"? This is that thing. And he will be free to return when his timeout has expired. I cannot detime him out, so I'm not even going to try. Okay. Did that just shift? It did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, little atoll here. Little bitty sub-island there. And maybe I can get back to the main island to kill the last two terrorists or something. Or whatever the hell they're supposed to be. Also, if there are bits of water you're not supposed to walk on, how about maybe we make those bits darker? And find something to do with all of these invisible walls here. Because I shouldn't have to go back out to sea to get to things. Your invisible walls. I have an invisible maze to walk through. Okay. Invisimaze. Hello to the Invisimaze. We don't know where the walls are, and these walls were not here a little while ago. Are we supposed to be able to get to the boat? I don't think we were. But right now, I'm limited to this side of the map. And I don't know why. I can't get there from here. Okay. Are you talking about the stream there, Link? Because if you are, yes, 300 seconds is 5 minutes. Alright. So that's going to be the end of that one for right now.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it should be just about done. Okay. So, all right, try and refresh there, Link. If the stream's not loading, then try and refresh. Apparently he's buffering. I haven't dropped all that many frames at this point.
And I don't think anyone else is complaining.
Well, if there was anybody else complaining, then we would have heard about it by now. So, all right, let me kill those announcements. Close. Close that. And that's it for those. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the other things he's doing. Let's have a look at some of the other things that he's done thus far. All right, and here we have Find Your Mum. This is actually this video here was archived from Greenlight. This is Greenlight Updates.
I should mention Jim Sterling's actually covered this one too.
Yes, he
He's
has.
covered it in his Best of Steam Greenlight trailers.
Okay, and we're just going to go full screen on this so that everybody can see it. Early game footage. We'll turn that up for you guys. There we go. PilotLumpa GameWorks presents.
Shouldn't there only be one apostrophe on one of the S's?
Yes, it should be.
Should just be PilotLumpa GameWorks presents.
Hey. Created by PilotLumpa. This is very much like Shower with Your Dad Simulator, except not except
Awful.
yeah. Okay, so here is the that was Find Your Mum. Oh yeah, this here doesn't look great, and of course it was actually removed back in May. Jim Sterling did cover it. You have to find your mum at the toilet. Early development footage over 40 levels. I'm not sure how we're going to get 40 levels out of that, but okay. The trailer's not all that long, and let's see what else we've got. Here we go. Killing people. Okay, this one actually has a history. It starts out with killing a bunch of stars. I don't know what that was actually mean. I'm not gonna
killing Enners.
Enners.
Yeah, it started as killing Enners.
Okay, you need a GTX 980 Ti to play this game. Okay, I don't know why I would need one of those, but okay, let's have a look. 13 seconds. Go. No music this time. So you are shooting a bunch of brown people. A bunch of very dark brown people. Not much of a trailer.
That's it.
If we were going to...
Oh look, there's our streaming recommended.
Hey, there you go. Review the developer PilotLumpa. We currently have 26 views. Alright.
Hey.
According to that, at least.
Well,
at that point, yeah.
Yes, we've stalked you, basically. In other words, we can just go onto a public site and look at your past history.
Yes, we can.
It's public to anybody.
It is public for all.
It's only stalking if we reveal your real name, address, which we haven't even got.
Okay,
This is just an archive site.
This is just an archive site for other things. Let's see. We have some more links. 179. There we go. How about this next one here? All right, and this is Dead in West. Let's have a look. Early development footage. Okay, we can accept that.
I'll give him this.
Presents.
It's a trailer that's 1 minute.
All
Longer
right.
than his other ones.
Here we go. Blonde white guy next to things. A survival game. And we have one-eyed dark brown people again.
Oh dear.
You Mouse
And
cursor is, of
meters.
course, here. And... Oh, why has that guy got a perpetually shocked look on his face? I'm kind of
I'm not
curious
sure.
about that. There's a horse. Can
Maybe
we
he's
shoot the
looking
horse?
for. Maybe he's looking for a toilet in one
Hey,
of the
bears!
TVs.
We can shoot bears now. Dead in West. Might be want to be dead in the West. I don't know. That's it for that.
Created by PilotLumpa.
Yep, and there we are again.
And still no comment from Lumpa on any of the games he's made so far.
Well, we're still gonna push our way. We're pushing our way through. Let me make sure I haven't duplicated anything. That's 179-875. This is number 180. So that's the next one. I don't actually know Link. I wish I did. 1920 by 1080p is coming on release. You could just put that as 1080p. 7 seconds for this one.
Is coming on release.
Coming. Yep. And I don't... That's it. That's all there is. I'm not even sure
Great
which
trailer.
game that was. Good trailer.
Good
HD Prison, it says. Okay. So that's HD Prison. Let's see. The description. Snowbert's crazy and kill people accidentally. One day comes Snowbert into the prison because he's accidentally killed on the open road someone. In prison he was lonely and sad after all. He could indeed kill no more people, but that's a good thing. Until one day Aunt Sally comes and him are baked in a bread weapon. This was his chance. It's a top-down shooter with more than 40 levels. Soundtrack coming on release. Online multiplayer deathmatch and a story with 2 players. 50 cents to $1. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's 77. Here's number 131.
Apparently, PilotLumpa says it's the false trailer that we looked at.
Well, I don't know if there's another one.
Well, it's the one that was on Greenlight.
That was the one that was on Greenlight. That was the one that was pinned as the main trailer. And the trailer, I'm assuming that was put up as a video on your Greenlight page.
Okay.
So it can't be a false trailer if you submitted it as one.
This is Exit Way into Hell. It's 1 minute and 54 seconds. Let's have a look.
1 minute 53. We're lucky this time.
Blessed
Okay.
almost.
Or tortured, depending on how you look at it.
Alright. Yes, it looks a little fuzzy right now, folks, and that's because my
That's just the game.
my downlink to YouTube isn't exactly perfect. Probably looks nice and clean in the footage, or in the actual game, wherever that might be. So now we have a shooty maze thing. You've got a
Thing
flashlight.
is, Hoopty Lumpa actually knows it because he got someone to translate his blood is red description to English.
Blood. Okay, there's just blood without any other level of description here. Okay, now we have some context. When you shoot things, they explode in a cloud of blood. Good old 1990s level garbage.
What's this called again?
Way into hell, or exit to hell.
When
Blood exit to hell. I think
blood
that's what it's
exit to
called.
hell, okay.
Yeah, exit way into hell.
No, Hoopty doesn't officially have a translator. Someone just in the comments of blood is red just volunteered and Lumpa accepted it.
Okay, so we've got 4 more views now than we had a little bit ago.
Can I volunteer to translate all of his and then just translate them wrong deliberately?
Yeah, that's that would be between you and Mr. Roller, I think. All right, one more here for you. These are the
And
ones
that's
that have
what
actually.
world, correct?
This is Waterworld. These are the only ones I've got here are the ones. The only ones I've got trailers for at the moment are the ones that are not currently on Greenlight.
They were on Greenlight, but were removed.
Not currently on Greenlight. We have a 1-minute trailer, about 58 seconds. Waterworld, and this
Lumpa will
is
correct.
very
Lumpa will correct
RPG
me if I'm
Maker
wrong.
looking.
I think Lumpa started making games back in May this year, maybe.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he can tell us.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he started in May.
Looks like that
Oh,
tiling
that
look.
tiling.
That tiling look is just not good. But definitely RPG Maker style assets in some of this. See, if I was you, I would put this back up. Kind of clear up your tiling issue over here and put it back up. Waterworld, created by PilotLumpa. And it's not currently on Steam Greenlight. I'm not sure why. This is probably the best I've seen out of the pile. Okay. Let's see. This is the Greenlight trailer for Blood is Red, since we actually had access to it. This is the trailer music.
This is his quote unquote improved trailer, by the way, I think.
Okay. Well, he's obviously better at the driving thing than I am. That's a whole
I
different
think we
area.
might have missed a game.
Or missed something.
Because Age of Redemption's just given me another title that Lumpa's made.
Okay. So let me have a link for that then.
I'll try and find it, one sec. Watch the new trailer.
What do you watch the new trailer? This looks a lot better than than what I was just playing.
If you have a link for that new trailer, link it to Kitty and she'll pass it on to us.
Okay. Actually, he can just link it to my Steam, I think.
Or you could just link it to
Link
me
it
if
to
you
any
want
of
to
us.
talk to me again.
Watch the new trailer, he says. Please turn your caps lock off. Please turn the caps lock off. I don't want to have to tell anybody this again. Okay, let me grab Steam here. And we will have a look at the
Plus,
new one.
Lumpa, I'm wondering if it's really necessary to show the new trailer if we've already had a first-hand experience with the game itself.
Okay. That's probably... okay, there we go. Blood is Red. Now let's look at the new trailer. Blood is Red gameplay trailer. Pre-alpha in-game footage. Yeah, this is the one I was just looking... This is the one... I think this looks like the one we were just looking at.
Yeah.
It's been changed
Just
a
with
little.
just with saturation taken out. Oh, Alpha's spelt wrong.
Yeah, Appla.
Okay.
Pre-Appla.
This is actually not. This
Thanks,
is actually
Cliff
not
Racer.
the same. This is actually not the same trailer. Oh, there's a road. I don't know anything about this road. I didn't see it in the game. Probably because it was so freaking dark.
My opinion of the game still stands at this point. This trailer isn't changing anything.
Yeah, the trailer's not
Yeah, my
indicative of
opinion
the
of
current
it's pretty
gameplay, is what I'm seeing here. That guy wasn't
Turn the
even
sound
present.
on.
Turn the
Turn the sound on for some reason.
Okay. Now on Steam Greenlight. Okay. Sure. It looks like you took the other one and kind of put in a little bit of new footage and then cut it up. Uh, it's excessive caps. Most for Nightbot to do anything, you have to use over 40. For Lovely Kete or Mellow or Brick, all you have to do is irritate them. So, okay.
And trust me, Lumpa, it's really easy to get me irritated, and you know that.
Okay.
And considering that it's currently 7 a.m. here, oh boy.
Okay. You have 2 green light items currently. And there is Respect Unsecured World. We just checked that out here a little bit ago. There we go. And yeah, there's the slow. That's actually in the game. It's not the game. It's not the gameplay footage. It was recorded slowly. That game doesn't move for crap. It really is slow, even on my machine. And I should have way more. I should have way more power than I need to run this game. Look, get in the car, fool! And the vehicle doesn't look any faster than the other one. 1 versus 1. Okay.
Multiplayer 1v1.
Cat warning.
What?
Thank you. I was going to say, if you do caps one more time, I'm going to give you your time out. So you can ignore me instead.
Me and Reaper gave him a double timeout, so that means he's going to be timed out for 10 minutes. I think.
Well, no, you have to wait for the other timeout to...
I can't maths this early, so I'll take your word for it.
PilotLumpa and Mr. Edwin back. Okay. I don't know who back is, but okay. We'll figure that out. 10 maps now on green light created by PilotLumpa. Yeah, you know what? This isn't all that great either. I will give you that you did not just cut it off abruptly. This is the first green light trailer, and really, it's not helping me. If I didn't even see that little reticule. It's just not there. If I'd known where the reticule was, I probably could have done something. I probably could have done this a little better. Okay. Oh, I forgot Reaper. Yeah, he's So, this is what. My question, of course, my question for the PilotLumpa is whether or not he's actually proud of these things that he's done. Can you honestly say that you have pride in what you're doing? Because that actually proves to be the final question. Are you
With the sheer
proud
amount of
what
defensiveness that he's shown, I'd say he actually might be proud of what he's done.
Okay. If this is the best you can do, if this is, your pride and joy, then maybe you want to start thinking a little bit about how criticism is taken, and or how criticism is offered, because 90% of the time offense is not actually intended, only taken. Actually, more than that, it's almost never intended. But it can be readily taken. Or excuse me, offense is never offered, only taken. You can shrug off somebody calling you a 14-year-old. You can. It's entirely possible to do. Okay. But reacting the way you have towards criticism is not a valid thing to do. Let's have a look at some of
Do you want me to
this.
link it to you?
Nope, I still have
Have
a
you
whole
already got
pile of
it?
links you sent me.
Great.
That's why I didn't want you. Okay. Okay, here's a conversation you were having with Mello.
Yep.
Okay, actually, we need to go back one. Okay.
Do you want to do
Yes.
like a role play where you play someone and do someone?
Nope. We're just gonna look here. Okay, you sent him the code for that. The code is a title from the script that says shooting. How much you spread the gun, how fast you shoot
You
the
might
gun.
you might want to make the browser a bit bigger because no one in chat can see it.
Okay, if you can't see, we're gonna do that. We'll go ahead and do that. And this is actually just screenshots that Mello provided. You want to actually, Mello, you can describe it.
I can have the privilege of describing it, can I?
Yes, please do.
Okay. Basically, this originated from a discussion that was posted on Blood is Red, and me and Lumpa were arguing about whether his game could be considered an asset flip or not. And at one stage during this argument, I requested that he send the code of the game over to me so that I could see if he actually did any work into the asset itself, which is basically the backstory of what this conversation is about.
Okay. He's actually. It looks like some of this here. Fire 2 equals right mouse button. Well, okay. If I don't reload the weapon, then I can aim with the weapon. Well, okay, that doesn't really help anything.
By the way, I want to give a quick thanks to Demons for helping me out with all the coding knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was gently feeding Demon Soul with this information, passing it to him just to confirm with each code.
Okay, confirm the code itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, it does look like Unity is doing most of this for him. So he's not a okay. So you admit that. So you admit there that you're not a professional game programmer. Even I know what a bool is, and I'm nowhere near a decent programmer. Okay.
Yeah.
You never made units.
Anyway,
You presented me of that in the card light discussion. Your code is yours. The code is yours, and I mean that's in the nicest way possible. I can definitely tell it's your code specifically. Okay.
In other words, I was saying his code was bad, and I recognized that it would belong to him.
Right. Okay, here's a request to delete the discussion. Car script plus enemy plus tanks plus ammo. Really, it's a question of placement. Those are actually placement conditions. B? What is B, Aaron?
B.
Okay. No, I don't see you doing that. Have you seen me do it?
I mean, you've been sitting on the game for about 6 months because you haven't got the trailer and screenshots organized.
That's because I haven't got the backgrounds redone. They need to be done.
That's
Once
it.
they get redone, then it'll be then we'll be all set. Might actually see if I can talk Brick into it. Hello, Brick.
Maybe.
Brick?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Having some fun.
Uh-huh. More croco squirrels?
Yep, more crocker squirrels.
I might actually ask.
I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life, aren't I?
I don't know, maybe.
Probably.
But
Lola says that the description can answer the question, what kind of dev is Lumpa? A hobby dev.
okay.
That doesn't really help much cases of what's been presented.
Well, again, once you start asking for money, that makes you a professional. You need to be able to do something resembling professional quality. And what I'm seeing so far isn't it. I mean, you're charging money on itch.io for these things, and that's going to be
Yeah, Hoopty's right.
a hobby dev is hardly qualified to be putting low quality content onto Steam. Um, but yeah, Brick, I will send you a game here in a little while that needs its backgrounds redone, and
Okay.
or maybe even just the bulk of the artwork altogether, and see what you can
Fun.
do. See what you can do with it. It's actually
Yeah,
not a very
I'll
big game.
get in.
It's not a very big
Yeah, it's
game.
all right. Yeah.
It
And
takes
I'm
a
willing to
couple of
quote
minutes.
Hoopty.
It takes a couple of minutes for any given playthrough, and I've seen people play this game for hours trying to find the best ending. So
I'm willing to stick
Okay.
by Hoopty's comment there. If you're not willing to take a professional storefront serious, then maybe you need to take a step back.
I would agree with that under most circumstances. So that's one. Clicky there. And here is another.
I'm awake. I'm awake. Sort of.
Okay. Uh, right. They said they don't deal with issues related to Greenlight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, I probably need to give you a bit of background on this one as well, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Which conversation section is this?
This is the first one of the second link you sent. Link number 2 you sent me.
Link number 2, I think this is it. Yeah, basically, there was another conversation between this one and the last one, but I failed to take screenshots of it because I forgot and closed it down. Basically, I ended up with Lumpa threatening to get Steam support on me, and he also stated, and he also stated that he got a response back from Steam support, and I kid you not, he said that they responded back to him by copying and pasting the general rules of the Greenlight submission.
Which doesn't help anybody.
And he said that that was proof that he could delete the Guardlight discussion, as it bordered harassment. Which we're going to perfectly state here. The Guardlight discussions never go into harassment territory. This is the Guardlight discussions are all heavily opinionated.
Okay. You are not factual. You don't says the truth. Well, here we go. Here is your truth, Mr. PilotLumpa. Your games are less than impressive, especially when you, especially when you're putting up something that is not all that doesn't actually seem to work very well. You know, you need optimization. You need the collision working for everything. You need the enemy AIs. You need all of that stuff. Because without all that stuff, you have no real challenge. You don't even have a game. And a game requires challenge of some kind. Even if it's just figuring out what the hell is going on. Alright, it's...
Also, take note of that. Read that of what was posted and what's currently on your screen.
Okay, it's PilotLumpa. It's a private question. What are you thinking? How much? Yes and no, and percent up to top 100. A private question. Mello, read your line here.
You mean how much should the game be? Do I recommend it, and what would I rate it out of 100?
How much percent up to top 100? You said if you're being honest. Oh, go ahead.
If I'm being honest, 3% in its current state.
No, that's false, man.
How can my opinion of a game be wrong? Everyone has a separate opinion of a product. People can like the game that I dislike. I don't have an issue with that. But you haven't even asked me what I think is wrong with it. So how do you think my opinion is wrong if you haven't asked me what I think is bad in it?
And then he bailed out. Okay.
And I also want to give that one a bit backstory. In the second discussion, he also questioned my abilities as a critic, and he also stated that he didn't even read the discussion that I posted on his game, but he read my Day One Gary's incident review and said that I wasn't being professional, I wasn't being informative over a review that I posted a year ago and have improved since.
Mr. Roller, you have my permission. You will find a link to my profile down in the description of this video. Go ahead and add me on Steam if you want to talk about this. I don't actually have a problem talking to you about it. I do take issue with some of the behaviors that we're seeing. And your games don't seem like they're all that well thought out, well planned, anything. What you're doing is harassment. Give me tips or so, but I don't need them. That's none of your business. Otherwise, I ban you again. This particular situation is really not acceptable. Censoring criticism is a bad thing. If you don't listen to people that don't like your stuff, and you don't pay attention to what it is they don't like, then you're not going to get any better.
Here's the thing. As an artist, you should be your biggest critic. Like, someone shouldn't be able to come up and say something obvious like, why doesn't your game have collision detection or AI? You should have known that first and gone, oh, the AI is not good enough. Oh, this isn't good enough. You need to be your biggest critic. You need to be on your back pretty much every move you make. Like, I'm doing some photoshopping now for Croco. Do you want me to screen share it? Because I'm going to be critical on myself.
Sure, you can do the screen share. I'll even...
Yes, screen.
Let me just grab
Lumpa, in
that
response
here.
to your comment, the community's opinion can be different from mine. I don't care if it's 83% of the way to the top.
And someone
100.
else's opinion of this can be different.
I don't care if it has 651 yes votes to 630 no votes. My opinion is that it deserves a no vote from me.
Okay. Waiting for your screen share
if
there.
You want to get up the screen
Rick.
share. If you want to get up the screen share.
I will be doing that in just a moment. Let me just grab this here.
Yep.
Adding a screen capture for that. Here we go. Here we go. There's the screen share from the Flying Rick. As soon as she's ready.
Yeah, I started it, so you should be seeing what I'm in the middle of.
I don't see it now, but that's okay. I'll click over here and then back. All I'm seeing is your icon, is your little blue man icon here. That's
Weird.
No, I'm seeing it.
Sharing.
I'm seeing
it says
screen
I'm
share.
screen sharing. It says I'm screen sharing.
How about I stop the screen?
Hold on.
Stop my screen share for a moment.
Do you want me to stop mine and then restart it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'll wait till it pops up in the bottom here.
Thank you for screen sharing my logo.
Yeah, well, hey, I could screen share the logo.
You might need to click. You might need to click on my blue man rather than.
Yes, I've already done that.
Else. That's weird. It says I'm sharing at the moment.
Oh, look, we have Zach's in the stream.
I know it worked earlier. How about an Imgur link instead? Will that work?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Croc, apparently Zach's is raiding the stream.
Uh-oh. Hey!
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
Welcome, Raiders! How we doing? How we doing, guys? Welcome aboard. What are you...
I'll make...
What are you doing? Share the screen. Alright, first off, let's click that off. There we go. That's it. I got it now.
I just stopped sharing the screen. Do you want me to start again, or?
Yeah, give me a second here. I have to
Send-
share the screen to you guys. Share my screen. All right, I think I know
Okay.
what's going
Okay.
on here. Let me refresh this because I think I know what happened. Go ahead and share yours, please.
Stick.
All
You
right, go
have
ahead
to
and
be
share
your
yours,
biggest
please.
critic. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey there, Zach.
Hey, there's Exter. Welcome aboard. Welcome
Can you see
aboard,
that?
Raiders. We are doing a review of the developer of PilotLumpa. And no, I'm not. Oh, there it is. Hey, there we go.
Yep, I'm just working on it now.
That's the
I'm good.
thing there. Let me just.
That's a crocker squirrel.
Here's a crocker squirrel. Yeah.
I'd need to color correct that face, but basically, and do that line work. But basically, as an artist, you need to be your biggest critic. You need to be your own biggest critic. Like, nothing that anyone will say about your creation should come close to how bad you criticize yourself. You need to pretty much shred yourself every time you create something. Like, if you look at artwork that I've done, I pretty much can find any little thing wrong with it and go, oh no, oh woe is me, I've done that line wrong, or that line's too thick, that line's too thin. You have to be critical, and that's the problem that I have with a lot of these so-called developers, is they will just throw up any old crap. Like,
Oh yeah.
any old crap. Yeah.
And that's, you can't do that, guys.
That's a cute crocker squirrel. Yeah.
You really can't
Croc, you
do
want-
that. You've got to
Croc,
be.
you want to fill in everyone that's just coming on what we're talking about?
Yep, we're working on that now. You have got to be your own. You've really got
Worst
to
enemy.
You let your inner editor say what it's going to say. Okay, and unfortunately, that also means that you're probably going to spend a lot of time with some indecision as to whether or not something should or could or should be presented to the public. I've got books running around that I don't want to do just because, or that I don't want to deal with because I don't think they're good enough. But every time I send them to somebody to read, they're like, "Ooh, I'd buy that. When is it coming out?" And sometimes I just don't get it. Okay, but some of these developers on Steam, and PilotLumpa amongst them, they seem to want to just toss up whatever, and
they're
they have
also in
little
this
or no
bubble.
professional pride. They don't. They're
But
not
they also
proud
are
of their
in this
work.
bubble, basically.
And
They're
it's
proud of their work.
It's like me on YouTube. I'm not making a dime. I actually like doing it. And I actually like doing I actually like streaming. I actually like making videos for YouTube. I write I do write. I've written whole books that I have tossed out and rewritten because I don't like it. And if I don't like it, I mean, think about this. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle literally despised the character of Sherlock Holmes. Okay? He hated everything that he had ever written about the man. Okay? But at the end of the day, those were the most popular things he ever did. And he never he went to his grave not understanding why this was. And I know where I feel for the man. I know where this is coming from. Okay. It's just, it's really, it tends to be a problem. And really, when you look at all of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's work, here's the Guardians of Greenlight discussion that started there. But ultimately, I've read all of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's work without exception. I read it all, and the Sherlock Holmes stuff is actually some of the best written. But he hated the man. The author hated the man, just detested him. So really, sometimes you've got a product that's actually valid, and you're just being overly critical of yourself, and that's probably what I've been doing.
Same here. I'm in that boat as well.
And because people have told me that I'm actually a really good writer, and I think those people are just out of their damn minds. Okay, because I look at what I've done and it looks like and it comes off like shit. Okay, Hoopty is asking Lumpa a valid question here. I would like to know the answer to that particular question. What do you think the difference is between fact and opinion?
Yeah, genuinely, what is his opinion of the difference between fact and opinion?
Because that's a question that
I think he's
deserves
still
an
on
answer.
timeout.
I don't
No,
think
we
he
didn't
is.
time him out.
I think
He hasn't been timed out recently.
or he's just left.
Or he may have left.
Probably.
Either way. Well, while we wait to see if he's saying something, do you mind if I also say something else on this topic?
Carry on.
A lot of people actually think the opposite. They actually think everything they make is a masterpiece, and they literally are in this bubble of believing that everything they do is great. It's just these people are being mean. Like Robert and James Romaine are the prime example of this. They thought their quote-unquote games were pretty good. And hold on, Steam decided to start downloading. Team Fortress 2, please go away.
Oh,
But-
Lumpa's still here.
All right. Mr. Roller, if you would be so kind to answer Hoopty's question, what do you think the difference is between fact and opinion? I am myself honestly curious. Yeah, he's here.
He's here.
Because
So
a
if you
lot
want
of
to see
where,
a real
a
Aussie
lot of
animal
where
that's
this
scary,
is going to go, a lot of how this conversation is going to go is going to depend a lot on that answer.
Well, the thing is, I've asked him a similar question in both the end of the last two Steam conversations, and he's bailed out on both of them.
Oh, well, while we wait for him to type, I'll finish my point. The issue is that you get years and years being told everything you do is good, everything you do is perfect. It's just that belief gets ingrained in a lot of people. So when they finally go out into the world and try and do stuff commercially, it's just you get all this low quality shit basically, and they just keep getting all this negative feedback, and they have no idea why, because everyone's pretty much built them up too much. They haven't learnt to be critical at all of themselves. They haven't learnt to be critical of their work. And yeah, we get people like Robert and James Pilot sometimes who think that we are just after them because and attacking them for no reason because they legitimately believe that their work is good. When it's not.
Yeah.
Oh dear God, it's not.
Okay. James, okay, when we're dealing with millennials, sometimes that is actually an issue. If only because they've been
Robert and James
are not. They have
yeah,
no excuse.
Robert and James. Wow.
They have no excuse for that
They're
sort of
nearly
behavior.
40. They're nearly 40.
James is actually older than I am.
Definitely older than I am. I'm a
Definitely
punk
older
kid
than I
compared
am.
to him. Actually, coincidence.
James is, I believe,
my birthday's
46.
in 2 days. My birthday's in 2 days, and I will be 25.
An early happy birthday to you then, madame.
Early happy birthday to you too.
Yep.
I know my
Do I
44th
like that
birthday
inside
was
of the
back in
mouth?
September. James is 46. Okay, NBC.
Oh, that's just one of those sad things.
NBC, do please translate that into English. I do not. There are very few people here that will understand Italian. I think Robert is 35 or 36 now. He's
Yeah,
in his late
something
30s.
like that. Something like that. But
Why
the issue is...
Why are we talking about the Romans as ages?
Because the issue is millennials are often built up and they'll think, yes, everything I do is great, it's fantastic.
True.
It's just people are meanie poo pets. But when you're a bit older, it was kind of before schools pretty much gave out a trophy or a badge for or award for everything.
For showing up to school that day,
Like-
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that kind of thing sort of started happening when I was at school. Like, people were getting pissed that kids were getting awarded for everything, but then it just sort of became the norm as I was entering high school. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I could get an A+ if all I did was draw penises in art class.
Nice.
That's a story for another day. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm just getting the inside of the mouth done because it doesn't look right that it has a blue mouth.
Haha. Okay. So, really, it doesn't look like Aaron is going to answer our question, which is
Apparently not.
No.
He decided to bail like he did last time.
Yeah.
okay, and that's fine. If you don't want to answer the question, then that will actually.
Well, we won't force you. We can't force you. We aren't even in the same country. So, yeah, can't force you.
Well, Triton might be.
Yeah.
But Triton's not here.
Triton's not
Yeah.
here. I was going to invite him on, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you didn't want to redo the other thing.
The thumbnail.
Yeah.
Question, are we still sharing me decoloring this crocodile's mouth?
No, we are not.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Share
I
my
stopped
godlike
sharing
discussion that
then.
was taken down.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I'm working on that croc squirrel some more.
Self-proclaimed
I'm just
Lord
gonna
of the
keep
Puns
it-
actually has a definition. He says he
I
thinks
think
the
the
difference
difference
between
between
fact and opinion is that
a fact.
fact is something that is definitely true, and opinion is something someone personally thinks isn't necessarily wrong, but isn't right.
That sounds like the whole experience that I've had with Lumpa, primarily. I
Okay.
put down what I thought was my opinion, and he put it down as if it was fact.
As
Yeah.
if you were stating fact.
Pri-
And
primarily the point. It was primarily the point where I questioned his ability as a developer.
Because here's the thing. I've said this a few times. There's practical skills, and there's also just that artistic vision. Like, I can't remember who shared it, but there's a video of a guy just talking about how don't follow your dreams are worthless, etc. But he makes a good point that if you don't have the skills or the talent, even though you can dream as much as you want, but you'll never have the skills or the talent to do it, sort of thing. But there's always jobs going in sewage workers or something. Or I'll have to find that video, but yeah, it's essentially you need to actually look at yourself and think, do I have the skills or the capacity to actually be able to do the job that I dream of? If the answer is no, then get out of training for it, get out of doing this, that, and the other thing, because you'll never get into it.
well, you can build skill. It's a question of whether or not you're
Yes.
able to. You can apply it, and if you're having a
Yes.
problem applying the skills that you've learned, then maybe you need to be thinking about something else. At the same time, if you're not willing to go to the effort to learn the skills, then you shouldn't have started. That's where I'm going with that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I'm going.
Yes. would love to be able to link the video, but I don't have a link for it, so yeah.
That's fine. We can put it in the description later.
Yeah.
That said, I do have the I did actually manage to learn how to design video games. Okay, it's not something that came easily to me.
I'm
but it's
self-taught
something
with
that I did.
Photoshop. I did not attend one Photoshop class, and I'm making another crocker squirrel. So yeah. Well, I made one before stream, and I'm making the other one now.
Cool.
So.
And I am not going to put any bets down on that NBC just because I don't want to jinx it. He's welcome to try if he's going to, but that will definitely get covered, and I have audiences elsewhere. So
I'll be sure to make sure that he'll pay for putting that DMCA claim if he does.
What?
I'll be sure to make him know that I'll be coming for him if he puts that DMCA claim on.
And I still have a way to get the shit onto YouTube, so guess what? You would have to do a lot more work.
And hell, guess what? We even have
Robert
the
and
developer.
James tried.
We even have the
lot harder
developer
than he
talking
could.
in the chat in the footage. So we can also use that.
Mm.
You know what the fun part of that is?
Yeah, a certain dev linked it to his friends. That's
You know
why
what
there's
that
3
is?
dislikes.
Oh, it had 4 earlier.
It had 4. And when I saw it
Oh.
turn
And we're now down
a
to
dislike
3.
to a like.
Someone
So I'm
decided
assuming
to
that one of Lumpa's friends must have actually agreed with what we were saying.
Mm.
Well, you know, if your game's not great, then you might want to think about what you're doing.
But here's the other thing: we are not personally attacking him.
No.
He could be
Definitely
a great.
not.
He could be a great person in reality, although from his behavior, I wouldn't guess that. But honestly, we're not personally attacking him. I really hate when people see leaving criticism as a personal attack. Cough, cough, Robin and James, cough. But yeah, it's nothing personal. Like, yeah, it is absolutely nothing personal that we are talking about him, except the fact that he's behaving like a little shit, basically.
And no, I haven't got there yet. NBC
that's
Company
another
X.
thing. We haven't got
We're
there
working
yet.
that. We're working that direction.
Mm. Honestly, use it out of context. I say lots of things that are great out of context.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a compilation of my out of context quotes.
Go for it.
Send them to the nearest police station.
Well, a German police station wouldn't do any good in England, the United States, or Australia at this point. So that would actually be a valid reason for Triton not to be here.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That would be a completely valid reason for Triton not to be here. This is one of his countrymen.
Mm.
All right, folks.
Yes. It's the same reason why I'm kind of tempted not to turn up to the Fatfly one, but I'd like to see a good roast more than anyone.
Yeah, well, that will be in a couple of weeks.
He lives in the same state as me.
What
He lives in the
happened?
same state as me. I have to come.
What happened to Hoopty here? I don't know. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so we've now chewed up his existing library of games. We're going to go on to some of his behaviors. Some of his more recent behaviors. Those are the green lights updates page.
I want to look through the last 3 pages of images.
Yeah. Let me see what I got. I think I've actually got them. Hold on.
No, I think you've got them.
Come on.
Just look for the Twitter links.
Yeah, there's 3 more here. I think I've actually got this one up currently. No, that's not the one I have up. Okay, let's do this. Shit. That's what's going on. Alright. Here we go. We got, let's start with this one. close that out. That was actually his Steam account. I don't know what this. That's the prison one there. This was his Greenlight. This was his workshop not long ago. Oh yeah, Fat Fly we're gonna do in 2 weeks.
Oh, I will be there. Trust
I'll be
me.
there as well.
Okay. Mello, you're stuck. And actually, so are you, Brick.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
stuck. I don't have a choice.
Thou art required to be here. If you want to be a good critic, you have to stay always businesslike. Learn this. Okay. Understand that there are critics that will absolutely flip their shit just to exist, just because your game exists. And if you want to know how that method of criticism works, let's look at Angry Joe. That guy is consistently pissed off. Consistently.
Oh yeah.
Even if he likes it.
Even if he likes it, he's consistently pissed off. Okay, I try and find
But that's his thing.
I try and find at least one good thing out of anything that I have come up. I have actually failed to do this a couple of times. I will give you that all three of the games in question work as they actually work as they currently exist. But that's all I can say. They function as software, but that's it. And most of that wasn't even you. Okay. I know Game Maker. I know Unity. Game Maker, if you've got any kind of major bug that would prevent it from running, it won't compile. It won't do it at all. Okay. As far as Unity, yeah, you can break a Unity game. That's the easiest shit ever. But you can also put code in it that winds up getting ignored by Unity. And it's dead easy to do. Okay. So let's go back to the let's get on to the next Twitter link here. There's two more of these. Have a clicky. Okay.
By the way, I think there was more images on that one, wasn't there?
There was one more, I think, but okay. I'm sure that you not read the description. Assetstore.unity3d.com, blah, blah, blah. Simple military, not unit Z. Well, okay, fine. So be it if that's what you're going to do. I don't actually have an issue with this on the whole, but I think we probably could have done a better job here as far as what you used and to what end. Okay. Yes, he accused you of flipping over Unit Z. It looks like Unit Z, except that the map is different. You use simple military shooter thing rather than that. One game said, check out my game, please. That's spamming. You don't do that. You don't go to other people's shit and say, check out my game. I've actually called people on the carpet for that crap. Okay. I know the guy that did Muppy the Bunny did this a couple different times, and I had to chew through those people. Okay. Okay.
It's currently daylight outside. I'm just going to point that out.
Uh-huh.
Right.
As opposed to Mellow, for whom it is dark. Okay.
Yep. Pitch black.
Number 3, I can make gambling. I don't have to write if you vote yes, then you get a key for free. No. But I have said if you vote no or yes, you can get a key. But if players don't like this gambling, it's delete. It's deleted. Okay. Next up, if you're going to communicate in English, sir, please learn to English properly. Spell check is a lovely beast, and I know for a fact that Microsoft Word and several others will do this for you if you tell it which language to check. Okay.
Even some browsers will have spell check on them.
Yep, Flaming Fennec and Chrome both do that, and I believe that
Yeah.
functionality was just recently added to Edge as well. So guess what? Okay, and here and for number 4 here, you don't actually. This is not actually defense. You don't. If the players don't like Gamma, you delete it. In other words, you have no idea whether it's right or wrong to do so. Generally speaking, that's a bad thing to do.
I pointed that out in my response to him.
Yeah, it's right here on the screen. Okay, this is not a thing that you do if you don't. It's not a thing that you do without some consideration for what you're actually trying to accomplish. You don't like the game? That's okay. Have a good day. Carl Pilkington said, yuck, an asset flip that's already been flipped onto Greenlight a dozen or so times. You aren't a real developer. He says, yeah, I know, not yet. What?
Well,
what
didn't
are you
he just
doing,
come in here
Aaron?
a few minutes ago? Didn't he just say a few minutes ago that he was just a hobby dev? Now he's calling himself he will be a professional developer in the future.
Well, unfortunately, you have to actually be developing things. Now, I can do some 3D work. Can't do a lot of it, but I can do some 3D work. I can write my own stories. I can put something together if I really had to in Unreal or Unity, and maybe actually come up with something. I might actually buy scripts so that I can do the things I want to do. But this is not the way to do things. Really. What I would do is I would find somebody that can code. I would find someone to lend me a hand on textures and shit. I get the story written. I get the game laid out, designed the way I want it, and then move on. Okay. If you don't get greenlit, you're not going to have keys anyway. That is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. Now for the third
final
one of those. This is the final one.
Basically, a conversation that me and Lumpa had in the comments.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Steam support won't assist you when you're arguing with another user. Steam
No,
support
read from the bottom. Read from the bottom.
From the bottom of this one?
Yeah, from the bottom of the page. Of all of them. Because you know how Steam comments go.
Yeah.
The oldest one's put at
I
the
asked
bottom.
you for help. No, you didn't. Are you not pleased you got it anyway? He says, thanks. Yes, thanks for that. So it wasn't a complete waste of your time.
I know. I made frequent typos.
Yep. But I'm not necessarily your finishing touches to implement. Well, okay. So you'd rather have a broken ammo function for your weapons and not take my advice? You can at least look at it.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
true.
at least look at the advice. Even if you don't do anything with it, at least you looked at it. Okay? You look at it, you thank them for their impressions, and move on, as long as they're not doing something stupid like calling you a vapid cunt. Or just, what are you...
Or sending you shit in the mail.
Yeah, that's true. Or send you.
Or send shit to your doorstep.
Just move on. Yeah.
Haha, you want I see all 23 full codes, then you can yourself create the game. All 23 full codes. I'm not even sure what that means. As I've
I
already
think he
told
means
you,
lines of code.
Does he mean 23 lines of code? That isn't much.
That's nothing, actually.
Even the Romans stated that they had more lines of code than that.
Yeah, well, and as I have already told you, false statements are punishable. By what? And what false statement are you going for? Because your opinion is yours. You're entitled to it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to make a claim of defamation, you need to be able to prove what they said was not true and that they knew it wasn't true. That's why James and Robert are having such a problem with Jim Sterling at this point.
Part of it is, I've said this to Mello before, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one.
And generally nobody wants to hear yours. At the same time, there are some people you probably should be paying attention to, especially especially critics in an industry you're trying to get into. Okay, if you're trying to get into an industry and you've actually produced something that is actually valid for critique, then those are the people you want to pay attention to. Okay, you pay attention to the critics. Why? Because some of them might actually be including some helpful shit. Mello tries to do that. I try to do that. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people do.
I try to do that.
Okay. You want to be careful about what you're actually flipping out about and who you're flipping out about. You also don't want to piss off your customer base, because without customers, you're just as boned. And if you're going out of your way to ban people, censor criticism for people whose job it is to do that, or telling your customers that they don't know what the hell they're talking about, there's three things I gotta say. One, you have a bad case of Dunning-Kruger syndrome. A bad case. And I've been accused of that myself a few times. I do try and keep a watch on what I say and how I say it, if only because I don't necessarily know everything about, and that is my opinion. But at the same time, I've had pro PR people tell me that I was right on the money with some of the stuff, even when I had bad things to say about the games they sent me. Okay. So, and then my writing, of course, I mentioned that earlier. I personally think my writing is shit. Okay, but there are a lot of people that disagree with me. And they do this every freaking time. And I don't understand what they see. I mean, Kitty, I showed Kitty one of my short stories here a little while back, and she thought it was just the greatest thing since sliced bread, apparently. I still think it's shit. Okay. But there's also the flip side of that, and that's where you think you're more competent than you are. And that's a problem we're seeing a lot on Steam Greenlight. Most of the really shit games and the really shit devs, the kind of people we're making these streams about, they have absolutely no idea. They think that they're doing absolutely brilliant work that nobody's ever done before. Some of these people are just flat lazy, and they're just going to keep doing it until someone legally puts a stop to them. See, Kitty says so. Okay. But you've got to think about it. If a bunch of people are saying that you're doing something wrong, then maybe you're doing something. Maybe you need to go back and do some more studying.
I think I said that to him at some point. And I don't even think he responded to it.
You go back, you try again, you do more, and you get better. Because the only thing that's really going to save you, even if you do have a talent for things, is going back and doing it again and again and again and again until you actually get it right. And when you start looking back at your early stuff and go cringe, then you might be okay. If you're looking at the stuff you just wrote,
I cringe at stuff I did 2 days ago.
If you're looking at stuff you just did, and you're just going, oh God, that shit. What did I do that for? Why did I stop working on it? Then you're probably going towards the top of the curve. Okay, and I know I'm not going to take this from myself. I know I'm still going to think my shit is shit, but but there's a lot of times I don't even comprehend why people don't write as well as I do. I can't, it eludes me as far as why people don't do some of the things that would actually make their work better than it is right now. So
or listen when you give them feedback telling them that.
Yeah. 'Cause Kitty will tell you. I told her that I told her beforehand that it was that particular short story was shit, and she didn't believe me. Criticism is the bread and butter of every person that makes things. Okay, any kind of artistic endeavor, be it video games or literature or art, visual arts or music, criticism is everything. Okay, food. There we go, Hoopty. You throw a critic out of the restaurant, and you're not going to learn what you're doing wrong, or what you might be doing wrong. And yeah, if you've got one critic that says you're an idiot and an asshole, and that you should just die in a fire or something, then maybe you can safely kind of shuffle it off into a corner. Okay, if you've got 50 critics all saying that sort of thing, then you might want to be looking at you might be looking at something they said, at everything they've said, and figure out exactly what their problems are. And you look at the things that are most common in between and work on those. Okay? Work on those things. Fix them. Do something different. If you've got 12 critics that walk into your restaurant and say your menu is shit, then change the fucking menu. Okay? Do something else. If you've got a bunch of people running around in a live stream saying that your games are very poor and giving you a whole list of reasons why they're very poor, then you might want to be looking at why they would be saying that, and look at the examples that you're being provided. Because chances are there's either footage or some sort of detailed description. But this behavior, this isn't good. You don't do this. And I'm not criticizing, again, like was said earlier, I'm not criticizing PilotLumpa / Aaron Roller as a human being. I don't know him. I'm not ever going to know him in that way. I'm not ever going to know him well enough to know that he's just the sweetest thing on 2 feet. He could be. I wouldn't know. I would have no way to find out that. Okay? Unless I spent the next 5 years hanging out with him specifically, I'm never going to know him as well as his family does or his regular friends. All I have is the work that he's done and his behavior in the places that I can see him. And the work that he's done is extremely subpar, and his behavior is somehow worse. Okay? Don't do the Ramin thing. Okay? Flipping out because a reviewer because somebody did a first impressions and said that your game was shit, and it was possibly the worst game of current year. They're probably saying that for a reason. They don't know you. They don't care about you personally. They do care about the work that you put up and why you did it. Okay? Yeah, and Hoopty makes the point here. To draw a parallel, 50 some odd people are telling you your game shit. Maybe not to try and sue them for slander / libel. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Any final words for you, Brick?
No, I should be right. Just finishing off some crocker squirrels. So
okay, that's fine. How about you, Mello? Anything you'd like to add for the gang? Hello, Mello. I know you can hear me.
Sorry about that, my mic was muted.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh.
I don't really have any final words, just Lumpa, actually take the criticism that you receive. Don't try and push it out, and don't try and ignore it, and don't try and silence it. And that goes for any dev in particular.
Yep.
Yeah. Not just you. We're not singling you out. It's kind of one of those things that we kind of expect of anyone, really.
All right. Any comments from the chat or in the direction of our friend PilotLumpa? We will read those out one at a time.
What was that?
Okay. If anybody from the chat has a comment at this point, you are welcome to state it. We will be more than happy to read them out, and we will even do it in turns. Brick, you're first,
Yep.
since you've been really quiet all over the place here. Does anyone
I'm
have
quiet
any
when I'm
final
working.
words for PilotLumpa? I'm not paying for bots. I can't pay for bots. I have no monies. You can see what I've made for the month of November in the upper left-hand corner of your screen.
You mean the month of October?
Yeah. Well, yeah, for the month of October.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do this again for November. Did I say November the first time? Damn,
Just-
I hate
just-
when that
just-
happens.
Just hold off from uploading this until November.
Yeah, there
Then
you
only
go.
then.
You guys can see what I've made for the month of October. So it's not like it's a thing. Yeah, a bit slow there, Nightbot. She's probably running around doing other stuff. Okay. Brick, I do actually have a comment here from Hoopty
Mm?
in the chat.
He says, or she says, he says, whatever. I
They
hope you don't
say.
believe it as fact if somebody tells you that they think breathing's overrated, Lumpa.
Yep, there's one.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Kind of grr, but okay. All right. So, with that, we are now approaching the 2 o'clock hour on the left coast. I want to thank everybody for coming, and thank everybody for sticking around for the end of the stream. Those of you who watch later. Of course, there are a bunch of links in the description if you want to help out. I will be at once I get a link from Brick here about where the end of this is going, where that link she was talking about is. I will get that set up in the description at that time. I'll let her finish her crock of squirrels first.
I'll try and find it. I'll find it while the croc squirrels are sitting there.
All right, and we're gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and go here, but yeah, please join me on Twitch later tonight for an extension of our long play of Trails of Cold Steel. We'll be back tomorrow with a trio of interesting little games, and I think it's Thursday. We're going to do. We are actually going to have. We're going to have a few more. So, and when we have, I think it's either Thursday or Friday, I will be doing a giveaway for Hide and Shriek. I have 3 keys, and
Have I already won it then?
I have 3 keys remaining for that, and we're going to see what we can do with those. We will also have, over the next few days, let me just grab this here. Okay, and, oh, there's the link. Good.
Yep. That video, it's very interesting. It doesn't say don't do stuff you don't enjoy. It just says even something's your dream job and you're just flat out not cut out for it, don't try and pursue it because you're only going to end up miserable.
Right.
Aim lower and be happy, basically.
Yep. All right. But we will have, what is it, tomorrow we will have a couple of things here. Let me just grab these here. That's got to go there. Tomorrow we will have, which games are they? Not that one. Let's see, Hide and Shriek is for either Thursday or Friday. I will have, where'd they go? I have Ginger Beyond the Crystal, and another game up over here. Come on, Steam client. All right, and another game. Let's see. Click on the recents here and go grab it. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's up here a ways. Okay. Zip up to the top and then come back down. Blast Brawl 2 Bloody Boogaloo, which I cannot install yet. I will be installing that probably tomorrow. I'll be installing it either late tonight or
I think it comes out
early tomorrow.
Yeah.
That will also be on Twitch. It's called Hide and Shriek. That will probably be for Friday cycle, and we will be doing 1 versus 1, little 1 versus 1 matches, which will be fun. I believe it's Thursday. We will be having Memento Temporis, and because it's actually now coming out of early access. And past that, we shall see. We will have some other nice fill-in stuffs. No preload this time. Sorry about that. Here is the store page for Bloody Brawl, or Blast Brawl. This is available 2016. I am being told. I am told that it will be released on the 26th. So that will be tomorrow. If it cannot be, if we can't install it tomorrow, then we will actually have it later. But Ginger, I believe, is actually out today. Today is the 25th. Here is the store page for Ginger, and it is actually been released. It is now $12. It is $12 US on Steam. We have loads and loads and loads of new games, and we will try and get through a bunch of them. So, with that, we are just over the 2-hour mark, so I will say be safe, be sane, and, yeah, let's make developers good again.